Hello, welcome. It's been a while since I've done a video like this, so just try and bear with me here. Um, but with that being said, I'll get right into it. I was just waiting for a game to queue, and I'm being kicked out of lobbies. That kind of hurts. Okay, finally made it in game. We got my random teammates Matik's YouTube, so check out his YouTube if it's actually a thing. But yeah, getting right into the story. This all took place in 2018-ish. It was the same year as The Incredibles 2 came out, and I remember that because it's relevant to the story. But basically, we had a swing set in our backyard for a long time, and it's sadly not there now because I would use it a bunch now. But we had a swing set, and oh, my mouse just died. Oh, alright, mouse has been fixed. We're fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, I had a swing set, and I was playing around with the swing set. I was actually jumping in between it, like jumping over the seat and in between the like the chains. And what happened was I clipped my foot, and then fell, and I got completely passed out. And that was the one of a few times, because I've passed out a few times. That was one of a few times that I've actually passed out in my life. And oh, my teammate, what are you? What? Okay. One of a few times I passed out. Others being unreal. Did not. You know what? I'm taking back your shout out. You did not split that gin with me. I have nothing. Sorry. I got completely passed out. And then when I woke up, I was on the couch inside of my house. Obviously, we don't have floating couches outside. But I came to, and I had a wet washcloth on my head, and I didn't remember anything. So I had no idea what was going on. Which is fine. Like, you know, whatever. I don't need to remember things. You know what? I'm gonna split because I'm nice. My emotions are shattered. But I woke up, and my head kind of hurt some. I didn't remember what happened, but I got up and I took a walk. I actually took a walk around the house, and I took a drink of my water, which is relevant to everything else. I took a drink of water, and then we have a loop in our house that connects our kitchen to our living room, and then our living room into our main doorway whenever you come into, whenever you come through the front door. So I did a loop. My sister was doing art in the kitchen table, so I took a drink of water, and I complimented her art. I was like, wow, you're doing really good. And then I walked that loop, and then I came back, and I didn't remember anything, and I just happened to do the exact same thing. I took a drink of water. I was like, wow, that's some good art. You're doing good. And then I did the same thing 3 more times, and I couldn't remember a single time. So that was fun. So I did that. I had no recollection of anything. I couldn't remember anything. I was just walking around the house with no memory. And my mother happened to call her friend, who was a school nurse. I don't know if she still is. Who was a school nurse, and was like, yeah, so I might have a concussion. Which, yeah, obviously, we checked my pupils, and it was definitely not normal. But she was like, as long as I'm not throwing up, it shouldn't be too bad. I should be fine, right? So we went about our day. Everything was fine. I don't know if I want to push him. I decided not to. He has armor, and he has armor and prot. But I'm a baller. So good. We go about our day, and everything's fine. And I'm laying down on the couch. I'm watching a movie with my family, and then eventually, right after she gets off the phone with someone else, I start to not feel good, and start to try to run to the nearest toilet, bathroom, sink, anything I can find. I didn't make it. I threw up on the carpet, which my father was not happy by. And then after that, I was like, okay, wow, this could be serious. So I got taken to the ER by my mother, and I was in pajamas, and I took my blanket with me because I am a baller who takes my blankies places, and also didn't have a coat, so I just used a blanket because it was more convenient. So we went to the ER, and I sat around, and the ER was like, yeah, we're gonna have to do a scan or something to make sure my brain isn't bleeding. And I was like, you know, that's a completely reasonable thing to do. I also don't like my brain bleeding. So they did a scan. I was like, yep, no brain bleed. He's fine. He just can't have, he can't use electronics for like a week. To like, no electronics, no like reading, no, nothing to strain my weak eyeballs because I have terrible vision already. So after that, I went home and I was kind of upset, but also like, you know, if this is gonna make me not die, then I will listen to the doctor people, I guess. So everything was fine. And the reason The Incredibles was important was because as a reward for me being good and not being on screens and not reading and everything like that, at the end of the week, I went to go see The Incredibles 2 whenever it came out in theaters. Which, yeah, 2018, that's when it came out, and it does not feel that long ago. But later, eventually, everything's clicked, and what happened was I got tangled up in the swing and hit my head on a tree root because there was tree roots underneath the swings, kind of like etched out in the dirt from swinging so much there. So yeah, that's the story of how a tree gave me short-term memory loss, and I don't think I have any lasting effects from it. I probably don't. I'm a little stupid, but I think that's I'm just the normal amount of stupid, and I could be wrong there, but like, even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself. And I miss Vine too, and that's just a Vine reference. But yeah, I think that's all I have to do. So I'll have to say, I mean, I'm just gonna win this game right here and then call it quits. Ow. Ooh, that was a great combo. Okay, yeah, I think that's all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. It's a pretty different video from what I've been making recently, just kind of a commentary video. But if you enjoyed, please like, sub, do whatever. And that being said, have a great day/night, and I will see you on the next video.